I don't know if anybody cares about this. Oh my gosh, look at the tiny coffee mug. This should not play the Titanic song. Stop it. Okay. Here's a ruler. Ooh, I love a ruler. Go. Oh my gosh. Oh. Awkwardly staring at this, reading it for a good the next 4 hours in it. This is not for me. It's not looking its best. So basically, I have no idea what's going on. We're literally gonna wing this. Look at this. This is where you would sit. Probably instantly regret it, but oh my God, there's glue coming out already. Hang on. Oh my God, it's a terrible start. Oh, dang. Guys, we just built a chair. Make me irate, which is great. Look what you get. Cut this using... What? Are you still here? Left because you're like, that's not for me. Ooh, scissors are not doing their job. Put it on the floor next to it. Does that count? If you love this type of thing, or if it's your worst nightmare. Or the wood is fine, but the material. Hello. I refused to look at it. Your horrible chair back that you just created. It looks rough, guys. It's not my favorite. Hi guys, today's the day. I am so excited to see what's in this box. This is a 3D Titanic kit. Here's the back. We're creating like the little tiny rooms and the stair. Is that the main staircase? Oh, it's right here. Main staircase. I am just so excited to do this. I'm a little unsure of it because I've never really done like a, let's just open it. I've never really done a model kit, but this reminded me of my dollhouse, which I created as the first videos ever on this channel. I love miniature things. I adore the Titanic. I grew up loving the Titanic. I have like old books downstairs that, you know, I had as a kid, and there are way too many Titanic books on the shelf. So I saw this kit and just thought it was, oh, there must be the base. That's pretty cool. I just thought it would be the coolest thing to actually create and build a model of it. I have seen these kits in the past. My daughter actually did, never completed, but started I want to say it was like a library, and it was so tedious, tiny, like you had to make each individual book. I'm pretty sure she still has that like in a box downstairs, but she did stop midway, so hopefully we can complete this one. I feel like it's going to take a hot minute. So like I mentioned in the other video last week, I'm really heavily debating on doing my first live and having it be like an overhead version of building this. So I have to know what's in this box first. Oh my gosh, it's like a music. Does this thing play music? Okay, I don't know. I think this is just the battery thing. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Look, this is what I was comparing this It is. I have this music box right here. So there's these little, I don't know if anybody cares about this. There's these little keys basically. And then in my music box, it's the exact same setup. So does this play music? I have no idea. I don't see it on the box. It does say 2 AA batteries required. Oh, it does say 6 to 8 hours to assemble. Okay, I also never read that. And it says ages 14 plus, so we definitely got this. If you've ever seen me do like an assembly kit in the past, this should be pretty simple. Here's the instructions. What is this? Probably like stickers and stuff. Material list. Okay. Here's the flooring and the rugs and things. Oh my goodness, that's all like paper style. Okay, here's some like trim. All right, let's try to keep these together for, I'm sure they're like that for a reason. Here's list. Here's list. Oh my gosh, look at the tiny coffee mugs, the little things. Oh, tea, like a little teapot. Oh my goodness, there's little handles. It is a music movement. What on earth would this play? Does this play? This should not play the Titanic song. Stop it. Okay, so you okay. Okay. It pretty much shows like each piece and how to make it. Like, look, you actually have to wrap the furniture and like upholster the little stool. Here's our tools. Yeah, they gave you everything, a little screwdriver, a little X-Acto knife, tweezers, a ruler. Ooh, I love a ruler. And scissors. The base. Oh, the bags are all labeled. Oh, okay. So bag A, that's good. This is bag A. And that has everything in it to build. All the things. See, this is what I do though. I like see this and then go, oh my gosh. Oh, look. Oh, look how tiny. It's not going to show up. Maybe it is. Look how tiny these little chair legs are and things. But I am immediately seeing these bags and like the excitement is like being overtaken by like, can I comprehend any of this? I think I can. So I'm gonna look at where to get started. So I'm not awkwardly staring at this reading it for the next 4 hours, and I'll come back with my actual starting point and show you some of that process. And that's all I got. So I'll be right back. Okay, first check-in. I understand what I'm about to start. And I looked at my supplies. So here's the glue. And I'm not a fan. It's like not shaking up very well. There's some water in it. This is not for me. And I will not be using this to glue anything. So we're gonna put that aside. I believe I saw that in the coffee cups, you add like a little resin, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But anyway, this is the product I was given for that, which isn't looking, it's not looking its best. So we'll address that when it comes to the need for this. But for right now, we're going to set that aside. Also, I pulled out my own Elmer's glue, and then I pulled out super glue, and we're just kind of going to wing and see what I like better going forward. So I pulled the first page open, and it looks like we start with this tiny chair. So the only reason I know where this chair is because it's came in a bag, in like a bigger bag, but when you dump out the bag, it has these little bags in it, and it says these pieces are D. And it looks like we continue on with D through the second to get to the sofa too. So basically, I have no idea what's going on. We're literally gonna wing this and just figure it out. It cannot be that difficult to like match the pieces and glue them and just kind of wing it. So we need 1, 2, and a little, yeah, and a little seat cushion. I need you guys to see how tiny these things are. Look at this. This is where you would sit. Stop it. That's so tiny. I can't even hold it. All right, and then you glue it. I'm going to try to contain how exciting this is because it is so small. I actually just got a few new little things that I added to my shelf. I think I've showed them in a past video, but I got this little tiny cat and a little tiny lizard and then a few little tiny dinosaurs, and they're just like micro. And I don't know why they're the cutest things ever. But anyway, I'm going to glue. It looks like we have 3 chairs. Yeah, okay, so it says 3 sheets to be made. So there's 3 chairs. Why do they show so many? Why is there another back though? Anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna build a chair. Like a chair looks like what a chair looks like. I'm gonna try super glue first and probably instantly regret it, but I actually despise Elmer's glue and it's dry time. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna be super careful. Okay, can you just see the setup here? I probably could do overhead, but I don't really want to do overhead right now. I'm like comfortably sitting, which also, I'm so late to the party, but I'm sitting and I'm so comfortable. This is a heated blanket. Oh my God, there's glue coming out already. Hang on. Oh my gosh, this was a terrible idea. Hang on. What I was saying is I bought a heated blanket. I just blocked the whole view. I bought a heated blanket, and these are not new things, right? Is that the right? Oh no, I don't think that's right. Oh my God, that's a terrible start. It's this one. Hang on. I'm gonna wipe it on the box. Okay, this is not a good example so far, but I don't even know what I'm talking about. Hold on, I gotta get this glue off here. I used too tiny of one, but where's the tiny ones go? Oh, dang. D11 goes under it. So you put D10 on top, and that's where they would sit. And then you put that D11 underneath for stability, and then you add the back of the chair. Okay, I'll show you this. But oh my gosh, I almost pulled that over. I was talking about this heated blanket. If you do not have a heated blanket, like, where have I been for 20 years? I guess they've been around, but I did buy a heated blanket. Look at that. That's already glued. And it has been the best purchase. And I just sit and I drag it around the house and plug it in everywhere and read with it. If you've never read a book with a heated blanket, I highly recommend it. Makes the book better. And it's so cozy. I wiped off a little bit of the brown to this chair, but since it's going to be on the underneath, it won't really matter. Okay, but here's like what I was just saying. So that little one goes under the bigger one. And then there's the legs. I think super glue is the way to go. And like, these are all instantly fused. I have zero patience to sit and wait for Elmer's glue. Now, will I probably use this for maybe the paper part, like the fabric paper parts? Probably. That I can bear to let sit and dry. I'm not holding this furniture together for 95 years. I'm never doing that. Okay, now the chair though, I would assume so there's two sides to this chair, which they don't really show you in the description. This side has like an etching and this side doesn't. So I would assume this side would be the one that you sat against. So we're gonna just, man, that glue started just pouring out of there, I guess, from the pressure. That was probably too much right there, but that's all right. Guys, we just built a chair. Hang on. Okay. We just built a chair. This reminds me of the bead, like when I made the necklaces and did the little beads, because I have to focus and I have to like fuse these tiny little things together, which I love. I have been loving these projects, and I have said it on my past projects, but I love these projects because they make me irate, which is great because I need to like, I need to be able to be like focused and have to do these things. Whereas I'm usually just chaotic and like throw the paper on the page and do all of these things that like don't really have rules, I guess. This has a rule. Like, you have to do it the way it's supposed to be done. And then look what you get. Oh, now is it even? It's a little crooked. But you know what? That's okay. It has character. Like, the front should maybe be down a little bit more. But how I cannot. It's the cutest thing ever. Okay, so you make 3 of those. Let's move forward though, since I have D out. Cut this using, what? Where's A? A14. Template before assembly. Where's G? I need a G. Is G in here? Oh, I see a A14 right here. Or not an A14, these are A's11. See how I can't just dump it out and make something out of it? I have to focus. And it's awful, but it's not. I actually love it. What's an A14, guys? A14 through G7 template. Maybe that's not for me. Maybe I'm not gonna do that. Oh wait, are they these? What's in here? Oh! This is a template. Here's a G. And an A13, 13s. These are all 13s. Okay. Yep, that one matches that. I literally do not understand it though, because where's the, what am I cutting it? Out of this? Oh, this might be the paper I need, but where's the 14? An A14. I don't know. I said I wasn't going to sit here awkwardly, but I guess that was the inevitable. All I see is A13s. Cut this using the A14 through G07 template before assembly. Oh. This is, look at this. Just so I'm not insane. So it says A14 right here, okay? That's what I'm looking for. That's why I can't find it, because right here it says I need an A11 through 4. I know that's not very focused. I'm doing this for my sanity because that was back here. And it looks like that piece. Where'd I put that? Oh my goodness, now where'd all those go? A11 through 4, so one of these, okay. Right here, A1 through 4. And you do that. Three times. Okay, that's why there's 3. So yeah, we'll make 3 little tiny couches. And then yeah, these punch out. I'm guessing it showed like you're supposed to cut them, but they're pretty well like perforated, you know what I'm saying? Like where the line is already drawn there, cut. So you need 3 of these. Ooh, those are kind of sharp, but I guess you're wrapping them. Okay. Those are the cushions. Then where does this material come from? Do I have material? Yeah, right here. Oh, that's out of, does it say what bag? J. Do I see a J? No. What bag is this? Oh, G, that's why. It's in the G bag. There's a G bag that has the material, so we need Guys, this is insanity. Like, there's so many little... Look, there's like little string, G. I'm assuming this is G. It's the only yellow fabric. This is like a soft, velvety, I don't know, this is so cool. Look, there's orange. Also, let me see. Yep, 3 chairs that are yellow. It's kind of like a puzzle too, because you can reference the box. And then the 3 dining seats are downstairs too. Okay. So basically we're gonna wrap I'm gonna find the rest of these pieces, and then I'm gonna be right back because I feel flustered that I'm like searching for everything. And let me actually get it together, and then we'll assemble this sofa. And we'll have done the whole first page in an hour video. I have it figured out. Basically, I just sectioned it so I could get my parts together. So there's 3 of these chairs. I'm just gonna focus on 1 chair at a time. But ultimately, they gave you 3 templates on 1 section. I needed 1 of the 7, or I'm sorry, 1 of the 1, 1 of the 2, and 1 of the 3. Cut each one of those out. Then I will need 1 of these, so that goes in my little group of supplies, and I will need 2 of the chair legs. That is 1 chair by itself. I am like trying to work on when I see something, I look at it as a whole where I need to section it. I saw all these pieces and I was like, oh my gosh, I need 85 of these, which I do. But in order to make 1 chair, I only need that grouping of the supplies. So when I break it into little sections and pull 1 from each section, then I can complete a chair. So that's how I'm gonna try to go about this. I'm trying to teach myself like new ways to focus and like get something accomplished instead of just not being well. So also while I was gone, I created the rest of the little chairs because that was simple. I kind of actually stepped away for that for a second and then put the little rest of the chairs together. So we have 3 tiny little dining chairs and they're just the cutest things ever. But we are done with step chair. Maybe I should Sharpie this away. So this section is done. We're gonna cross that off so my brain stops looking at that section. We no longer can make those chairs. Can anybody explain to me if you do the same things? Does your brain need to like put things into categories or something? Because I like I said, I feel not well. But we're gonna go forward. We need a G7, 1. This is the top. And I guess we just cut out that section of fabric. How is this tiny little piece gonna be enough fabric? And maybe we, oh, it's a template, so let's draw the template on there and then cut it out. Oh, I don't want to use a Sharpie. Let's just do a pencil. And I'm going to draw this little template piece out onto the fabric. Except I don't really see how that goes anywhere, but I'm going to try not to think ahead too much. All right, let's draw out all these templates. We have this one, G7-1. We have to do this 3 times. Okay, we're going to cut this out in a minute. Then we need a G7-3. We're going to try to stay as close to the edges of the fabric that we can. I don't know if you guys can see this or if it even matters at this point. Are you still here? I always, when I get just like into these things and I'm still filming, I'm like, is anybody want to see any of this? Can you comment that? Do you want to see my mental breakdown, or have you left because you're like, it's not for me? This is G7-2. Okay. Now how this creates something, I don't know. We're just going to cut this out. Ooh, scissors are not doing their job there. There we go. Okay. They cut the paper out very well when I did the little templates. Let's cut this away. And then I do have my trash can down there. I can't promise that anything's going to make it into it, but I do try to put it on the floor next to it. Does that count? I can't be bothered with trash cans when I can't figure out the directions. Now, these little notches in it, I'm assuming need to be there. 1, 2, 3. I don't know, I might have just made that up, but that's what it looks like on the little template. Second one. If anybody's ever built a little model, let me know what it was, and if you love this type of thing, or if it's your worst nightmare. I grew up and my dad always did like car models, model cars. Does this have a notch in it? Yeah, okay. And I don't know, I always thought that was cool. He still now does like those models that are paper, like it's almost like origami, but they're like paper pieces that you kind of notch together, and they create, you know, some are foam, I think, and some are just like heavy cardstock. And I think he's done like some trains and planes and things like that, which those are so cool. These have 3 notches. Those are not very even, but that's all right. 3 little notches for this guy. Okay. And then the last piece. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the video is completing page 1, because I don't know what else I can do on this video that's not going to take up like 90 more hours. So I think a lot of this, here's G7, 2. I don't know if we're supposed to glue these to it. I think we might have to glue these on there. And we need this piece. Is that? Oh, that's what you do. G7 1. Put it down like that. You put A right there. Okay. Because I'm only looking now at step 1 and step 2. Now that I have my supplies, we're not looking any further. And you're going to glue it. It looks like you put the little notches over it first. 1, 2. I should have only had 3 notches, but that's okay. We'll just put this little guy on top of there. Oh my goodness, that was a mess. That might not work. I might have to actually use Elmer's. I don't think Super is going to do anything for that. That's what I mean by like figuring it out, because the plastic is, or the wood is fine, but the material, hello, the fabric is just going to absorb that. But what I was saying is I'm not sure how I'm going to go forward doing this. I used to just do my dollhouse though by like rooms. So, I mean, I don't really particularly want 95 videos of this, but I'll just kind of like play it by ear. If I get some of it done on live, that would be amazing. Okay, we're doing the other little side. And I also, where I drew with the pencil, oh, my finger's glued to that. Okay. I also, where I drew with the pencil, I have that side facing where I'm flipping it onto the pad so that you can't really see where I drew. You kind of would probably want to hide that. And then it literally shows you just a pattern of how to glue it to the base of the seat, like you're upholstering a little chair, which, I mean, you are. And then you want to do the last piece. I don't know, if you guys make it through this video and have a thought on like how would you like to see me do the rest of it, maybe I'll put like a little poll up, because I did post yesterday on today's Thursday and I'm going to put this video out tomorrow. I did post on my community board yesterday. I refused to look at it and see if it got any likes or any interaction. I refused to look at it. I'm not going to do that to myself, because the goal is to just post more, not care like if it's even being seen. You know, I want to put these things up because I want to. And so I did post yesterday. I'd like to post on Wednesdays to like my community board, if anyone's interested in that aspect. But I also might put a poll up after this video comes out tomorrow of like, how would you guys like to see me move forward with the project? Should it be videos? Do you watch lives? I don't know. That would be kind of a cool thing to find out what people feel like or think. Okay, here's the little bottom. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to do this is the top. So you take the G7 top. Okay. They don't understand. Here we are again. So the chair part's done. It looks like it's on some type of like cardboard. G7-3 top and G7-3 bottom, which would be this, right? Here's the top, here's the bottom. But how do you get them? What am I wrapping them around? Oh, G7 bottom is gone. Okay, we hit another wall because I don't know where that, it looks like it's almost on some type of cardboard. But I also don't see that. So is it supposed to go around the template? Because why would you have, and it also shows it like getting glued together. I wish my brain worked. Maybe you are supposed to cut out. I don't know. Let me figure this out. I hit another wall. We got through 1 and 2, and we knocked out some chairs. This sofa on page 1 is not where it's at. So let me figure this out. I need to kind of look at my supplies again and see what the heck is going on, but I'll be right back. It is with the paper. So I took the fabric, wrapped it around the template, but then you take the next piece and you glue it. And I hope this was right because I don't want the numbers. I don't like, the fabric is kind of thin, you know, so it shows the numbers. So I would need to do it this way for that to be on the inside. Yeah. And now I see it because the point is you wrap up the first piece so that it looks seamless. Basically, you want that like finished look. So you take that one that you wrapped and then you know, smash them together. So let's do that. Also, I just was thinking I needed to look at the picture and just do it, like recreate it, even if it's in my own way and not exactly how the instructions have it, because it's still gonna turn out well. This looks awful, so I don't know how that was supposed to turn out. Is that, this looks horrendous. It's not even, maybe that's how I cut the fabric. We'll trim that up in a minute. Now it looks very well rounded in this picture, so maybe it's a me thing. All right, whatever. We're gonna glue that like that. Then we're gonna trim it up. Is anybody gonna be staring into this, like looking for every single detail? No. Okay. So you have your horrible chair back that you just created. And now you're gonna wrap it. Ooh, that's rough. It looks rough, guys. It's not my favorite. Okay. You're gonna seal up the horrific edges that you've left now. If you did it probably completely wrong, like myself. Get rid of that guy. Then you're gonna take it and wrap it around the chair. Boop. Oh gosh, we got a tiny sofa though. That is cute though. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I wonder if hot glue would work too, but then you would just have 0 fingers left. Let's try to get this guy on there. Now the base of the chair turned out adorable. It's seamless. I have to make 3 of these. So maybe I'll get the next one a little better. It has a string hanging off. This has strings hanging off. See, this can't be right. Okay. Hang on. Oh, like this. Oh, I just put it on the wrong thing. Okay. Okay, that is cute though. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's not like visually appealing with all the strings, but he also has character. This is my first couch. The first chair was a little questionable, but then I'm assuming just let this fully dry and add your little chair legs on. Oh. Okay, but I'm gonna glue those on with super glue because they're the wood. I'm gonna let this set, but see, it'll have little chair legs. All right, so that was simple enough. We're gonna make 3 more, or no, not 3. We're gonna make 2 more. We're gonna let this guy dry, add the legs like I just showed you, and I'll come back because the anticipation is high. I know. And we're gonna check out our first page. Oh gosh, this has paper exposed. And we're going to check out our first page of little tiny completed furniture. All of the first pages completed. I broke out the hot glue gun to kind of see what I wanted and if it would work. So this is the first chair that I was a little like, oh, okay, we left some paper exposed and it's not the cutest. Little did I know that it could turn into this guy. Okay. He's not all right. It's okay though. We're going for completion, and these little hiccups will be fun to look back on when it's completed. But then the third chair, I actually snapped a whole leg off of the front. I have hot glue stuck to me everywhere, and Elmer's and super. So I snapped this entire front leg off, so that's like just stuck on there. There's a lot of glue going on. This leg is like pretty much not attached. It's kind of floating. I don't think the camera's quite picking it up. And this is my favorite detail. The edge of the chair doesn't quite reach to the front of the chair. So I just did that for like probably 40, I would say 40-ish more minutes. And it's giving gently used. It's not. I don't feel like these would have really been on the ship, like in the fine dining section of things, but you know, we're working with what we have here, and I do love how quick the hot glue dries, but I don't think it's giving that finished look that we're actually going for. So let me put you back over here. We have 3. I mean, just take a look at that. Oh my. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. There's our chairs. Page 1. Now, this is what I mess up. Like, just seeing these 3 things makes me realize that I did not do what I was trying to do this video, which was be patient. Because look at this one. This one was done with Elmer's glue. I thought this one was not cute. It's done with Elmer's glue. It looks pretty clean. Okay, there's some paper showing, but look at the difference. Then I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get my hot glue gun out. That's where it's at. No, it's not. Am I probably going to continue to use the hot glue gun too? Yeah. So are we going to learn anything in video 1? No. So here's our other little chairs, which I did with super glue. And they're just cute. This one's a little crooked. It's a little wobbly. But that took, I'm going to guess this video is about an hour. That took me an hour on here. In real time, I've been in here since 9. It's now 11:20. So, video 1. And if you stuck around, I will always say the same thing. Thank you for being here. And I will see you on the next video, the next live. I don't know right now where this is going. So I will see you guys next week of some sort. By the way, I just needed to say also that at the beginning of this video, the box says 6 to 8 hours.